Alrighty, my friends. So I have put a copy of this paper up front under the TV along with the glue sticks. You'll need to go up and get this paper, get a copy of it, and a glue stick, and you're going to need to glue it into your notebook. After you've done that, we're going to fill it out. So you might want to pause the video so you can go do all that, and then we're going to move on to fill this out together because you'll need it on your homework. So quadrilaterals, remember we talked about this prefix, quad. Every single quadrilateral has 4 sides. All quadrilaterals do. Everything listed here, all of these shapes, trapezoids, parallelograms, rhombuses, rectangles, and squares are all quadrilaterals. So, because we know they're all quadrilaterals, I know that a trapezoid is going to have 4 sides. The next thing says trapezoids have 4 sides and blank pairs of parallel sides. Trapezoids only have to have 1. They can have more than 1, but to be a trapezoid, they have to have at least 1 pair of parallel sides. A parallelogram is a quadrilateral, so it also has 4 sides. Parallelograms have to have 2 pairs of parallel sides. So the top and the bottom have to be parallel, and the sides have to be parallel to one another. A rhombus is a quadrilateral, so it's got 4 sides. A rhombus must have 2, it's got 4 sides, 2 pairs of parallel sides, because opposite sides have to be parallel. And then a rhombus must also have 4 sides, of equal length. So to be a rhombus, all 4 sides have to be the same length. Rectangles have to have 4 sides. They're quadrilaterals. They have to have 2 pairs of parallel sides. And rectangles have to have 4 right angles. You'll notice each time everything's getting a little bit more specific. So in a rhombus, we talked about sides. We talked about the number of sides, parallel sides, and their length. With a rectangle, we talked about the number of sides, the number of parallel sides, and the number of right angles. The most specific quadrilateral we have is a square. It has 4 sides because it's a quadrilateral. It has 2 pairs of parallel sides. All 4 sides must be equal length. And it has to have 4 right angles. So when we look at this chart, trapezoids are quadrilaterals because they have 4 sides. Parallelograms are also trapezoids because they've got 4 sides and they have at least 1. So parallelogram has to have 2, which means they have at least 1, so they're also quadrilaterals. A rhombus has 4 sides, 2 pairs of parallel sides, just like a parallelogram. Then it's more specific, 4 sides of equal length. So a rhombus is a parallelogram. If it's a parallelogram, it's also a trapezoid. If it's a trapezoid, it's also a quadrilateral. With a rectangle has to have 4 sides, 2 pairs of parallel sides. Now, the thing with a rectangle, it does not have to have, rectangles have to have 4 right angles, but it does not have to have 4 equal sides. So a rectangle is not a rhombus. It could be, but it doesn't have to be. It can be a parallelogram, it can be a trapezoid, and it is a quadrilateral. With a square, they have to have 4 sides, 2 pairs of parallel sides, 4 sides of equal length, and 4 right angles, which means a square is a rectangle, and it's also a rhombus. and it's also a parallelogram, and it's also a trapezoid, and it's also a quadrilateral. You will need this. There's going to be a flow chart on your homework. You will need this for that.